Hi guys, it's ArchieLuxury. Today guys, I want to launch an appeal to find a stolen watch. A good friend of mine, James from Showcase Watches, he comes on my ArchieLuxury live stream channel. He bought a Rolex Hulk the day he found out he was having a daughter. And this was a very sentimental type purchase. And a couple months after this news, he suffered a burglary. His home was robbed and they stole the Rolex Hulk. It's a box papers piece. They stole the box, the papers, and the watch. And I'd really like to help my friends get this watch back. If you know of this watch, he is happy to buy it back. He doesn't want anything cheaper. He's going to pay the price. The serial number on this Hulk is 27W16366. I'll just repeat that, 27W16366. It was purchased the 11th of March 2017 and it was stolen around May 2017. Guys, if you know anything about this watch, let me know. Contact me at ArchieLuxury72@gmail.com and I will pass on all details to James. Let's help James get reunited with his stolen Rolex Submariner Hulk. I got a very special guest on the program. This is my good friend James from Showcase Watches. And today, guys, I have a horror story. It's an absolute wristwatch horror story. Basically, James, many years ago, when his first son was born, or first daughter?
Daughter.
First daughter was born. First child?
Yeah, first child.
James bought a Hulk from his friendly Rolex AD. This was on the day of the birth. Is that correct?
No. Sorry, it was actually the day we found out she was going to be a girl.
Ah.
So it wasn't the day of the birth. Yeah.
And what happened was that James proceeded, he bought the Hulk, and this was a watch that was not to be sold. This was a watch to commemorate this special occasion. It's very much a commemorative type of piece to have. And okay, fast track a couple years. How many years, James?
So it was 2017, so what, 4 years ago.
Okay, and fast track, what happened was it was stolen from James's abode, James's house. And James, I just want to talk to you about it. How has this affected you?
Oh, I mean, at the time, it was horrendous at the time, because, I mean, you remember, Arch, back in 2017 was when I did my, I went just, as a one-watch guy. I completely got rid of the collection. I was contemplating leaving the hobby.
Yes.
It really did affect. I got over it. I mean, 6 months. So I spent 6 months just with a Submariner 114060, and I got over it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't just the financial side of it. It was the fact that it was a special watch for a special occasion. But it was the fact that somebody had been in my home. Someone had broken in to your home while you were asleep. It was
Yeah, it's a very, very terrible situation. Now this Hulk, do you have the serial number, James? Can you give us the serial number?
I do. It is, so the serial number is 27W16366. So that's 27W16366.
James, just give that to me again. The serial number again was, what was, just writing it down.
27.
Yep.
27W16366, and the date of purchase was the 11th of March 2017, and it was stolen in May 2017.
Okay, got you. So that serial number, just again, 27W16366.
Yeah, just so that people have got it, I'm just going to cover up my police number.
Yep.
But I have it in my little book.
Yep.
So there it is.
Now, you did log this with the police and with Rolex is stolen?
Yep, Watchfinder, Rolex, quite a few of the popular second-hand dealers here in the UK.
Okay. James, how has this affected you as a man? Because I don't know about you. I don't care how rich somebody is or how successful. Losing a Rolex Submariner, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money to have it happen like that.
Well, I mean, at the time, so I paid. I think it was 6,600. I paid for the watch.
Yeah.
So I got it at retail at the time, 2017. It was probably worth 7.5. It was maybe 1,000, 1,500 over retail. It was nowhere near as hyped as it is now.
No.
So it's not the money. I mean, I am offering a reward for the watch. So what I'm prepared to do, because the person who currently has this watch probably doesn't know it's stolen. They won't know. They just think they've got a 2017 Submariner. They probably bought it sometime in 2017. I would expect the thieves will have held on to it for 6 months before selling it to let the hype, to sort of, you know. So somebody's bought this watch in good faith. They'll have probably bought it from, somebody who bought it from the guy who stole it or whatever. They've got the watch in good faith, thinking they've got a legitimate watch. They haven't. So when they send that watch into Rolex for service, Rolex should seize the watch and hold the watch. So they're going to lose the watch completely. So what I'm doing is I'm offering a reward for the watch. I will buy, if it's returned, I will buy that person a 2017 Submariner Hulk. And I'll just swap them. I'll just give them the watch.
I see. So, in other words, you're not trying to get your watch back for free. You're happy to buy it back because you want that watch.
I want that watch. It's not just a Hulk. I could go out and buy a 2017 Hulk tomorrow. It's not that. I want that watch. And whoever returns it, I won't ask any questions. I won't ask where it's come from. I don't care about any of that. I just want the watch back. I will buy them a Hulk, 2017 Hulk, or I will give them the value of a 2017 Hulk as a reward. I will then ring up the police. I will explain to them that it's been returned, and I'll just have to explain to the police I put a reward out and it's returned through a reward or whatever. I will ring up Rolex and explain to them it's been returned. So the case should be dropped at that point.
Tell me this, James.
Yep.
If you do this, you don't mind me putting the serial number all over this video here?
No. The further afield it goes, the better. The more people know about this serial number, the better.
James, what's the best way to get in touch with you? They come to me or come to you? They can come to ArchieLuxury72@gmail.com.
Or they can contact me at justmyopinionuk at... That's a good point. I think it's at gmail.com. I'll just check. It is justmyopinionuk@gmail.com. Because that was that was the name of the channel from back in them days.
No
worries.
Yeah,
but I mean, it does now. It will.
I'll put that down below in the description. James, how has this affected you psychologically?
For the first 6 months, quite badly, because I ended up selling my collection, and every transaction I did, I was like hyper security safe. I started meeting people. I started meeting people at my work instead of at my home. I had all the doors of the house changed. So when we moved into the house, I had the original doors that I bought the house with. When this happened, I employed a company. They came and they put these fancy, security doors on. I then got a safety deposit box, which I can store all my watches. I made the stupid mistake of leaving my watches at home in the green box.
Yep.
So that they were easy accessible.
Yep. No, James. I think we can all be guilty of that. I got to be honest with you. One of the reasons why people have often said to me, "Hey, Arch, you love watches. Why don't you become a mini watch dealer? Buying and selling a bit." You know why I don't, James?
Security.
Yeah. Like if I got my little collection, I keep most of it in the bank. I normally keep 2 or 3. At the moment, I got 2. I got a Calatrava and I got my Milgauss. That is it.
Yep.
Everything else in the bank. And it's really sad that we have to do that because I don't know about you. I love to have all of them out at the same time and look at them and play with them.
Yeah,
But
I'm exactly the same.
The security risk is so high. Like, let me tell you, I had them out a couple months ago. The kids or the wife wanted to go for a walk. I said, "Hey, I can't go. I got to stay with my watches." I mean, it was just, you know what I mean? Like, I cannot leave them. I worry too much. I cannot possibly leave them.
It's a horrible feeling. It is. It's a horrible. I mean, you go back.
Oh,
certainly
James.
Here in the UK 20 years ago, this wouldn't have been a problem. But now,
I got to tell you, James, the closest I've ever had was I was very flustered. I was under a lot of pressure. I had some personal issues. And one of my briefcases, I'm getting a quote on a repair, and I left inside it my JLC Reverso.
I remember this. You remember you doing a video about this?
And I got to tell you, because I went on holidays, I gave it. Luckily, I searched the hotel. Because the hotel was 200 kilometers away. I rang the hotel. I begged them to search, and then I was going nuts. And I got to tell you, I can't imagine what it feels like to have actually. I was just nuts for a couple of hours. And I can't imagine what it's like to have somebody. What happened? You woke up that morning, and how did you know it was gone? What happened?
Because the cupboard that I keep the watches in, the door was open, and I thought that's weird.
That's strange.
I always close it. And the irony is that we have dogs, and usually the dogs sleep in the living room, which is where the cupboard was.
Yes.
And on this particular occasion, we had the dogs upstairs with us in bed, in the bedroom. So, and it's just the irony of it. So I came down, and then I found that the back door had been prized open.
Oh, it was actually physically damaged.
Oh yeah. The door had been, Jamie barred open or whatever it is. So that had, been opened. The cupboard door was open, and the watch box. So I had the original packaging, the outer sleeve, the original packaging, but I do not have the green box because it was in the green box, almost like on a display type thing.
Oh, so they took the Rolex box.
They took the Rolex box. So they've got the Rolex box, they've got the warranty card, and they've got the watch, but they don't have the outer box.
Oh, but they don't have the guarantee card.
No, they do, because it all slots in the green box, doesn't it? It all slots in that.
Yeah, but the actual card itself with the serial number on it, you've got that.
Yeah, no. It was all in the green box.
Oh, so
you know how, in the Rolex boxes where you've got the little flap that the book and it was in, everything was in there.
Oh, so this is not a no papers box. This is no papers watch. This is everything.
No. This is a full set. This is a full set gone.
Oh, jeez. So you know what I do now with security? All my papers are in the bank safe. I've taken a photocopy in the boxes because I can't possibly put all my boxes in the bank safe. I've got a photocopy for each watch. Does that make sense?
We see now I have my watch boxes at home, and I have my watches in the bank safe, and I keep one watch on me, and then I'll keep one watch on the winder, and that's it. And if someone manages to get past our security, gets past our dogs,
so be it.
So be it. You know, they're welcome to. If they can get past all that, they're welcome to the watch.
Did you have any inklings of who did this, or no?
No, it was very close to when I started doing YouTube. Very close, because the Submariner unboxing video, the video that I actually did unboxing this watch was one of my first videos. You just never know. The other thing is because it was so close to when. So I purchased the watch, and then in I think it's May, I had it stolen. It was very, very quick after I purchased the watch. So you don't know, has somebody followed you home from the authorized dealer? They know where you live, and then they've come back. You just don't know.
It's very brazen to walk into somebody's house and take it.
Yeah.
How would they know it was in that cupboard? I don't understand this.
Well, it's glass door. So it's a display cupboard where I had LPs. So I had some of my LPs. I had the watch box, but they didn't take
anything else taken.
Nothing. They didn't take laptops. They didn't take nothing. They've opened the door. They've taken that. They've seen it through the glass in the living room. They know what it is. They've seen it. They've gone in for that. They've taken that and they've left. It's been in and out.
What did the police say? What did the police say?
Oh, just the usual. Just the usual. They'll put the usual information out to the different dealers. Yada, yada, yada. Realistically, the police were never going to catch it. The best the police can do is when it appears at a pre-owned dealer's, they might be able to flag it up and get... There's nothing the police can do.
No.
There's nothing the police can do.
And unfortunately, it wasn't insured.
It wasn't insured. You see, from there, I mean, it was a very expensive, difficult lesson to learn. But since that happened, all my watches are insured, whether they're on my person or whether they're in the bank safe. If I'm on holiday, whatever, my watches are fully insured. I got the bank safe. I got a home safe, so that when I'm not wearing the watch, if I've got a watch at home or a couple of watches at home, they're in the safe. Which the safe has to be a certain value safe. It's got, and all that for the insurance purposes. It's got to withstand fire for so long, etc. We changed the doors, so I had the back door and the front door all changed to these fancy locks. We had these fancy bifold doors with the fancy locks put on. We had CCTV put in, and the dogs now always sleep in the hallway, so they've got access to the front door and the back door.
Yeah,
so that if anyone
Dobermans, by the way.
Yeah. Well, one of them soft as a brush and will lick you to death. The other one would, if anyone breaks in, they would say about them.
Tell me this. How did your wife take this burglary?
I think she was more affected by I think she was more bothered about the financial loss than the watch. She was very bothered about someone who's been in the house. I mean, there was talk for probably 2 months after the burglary that she wanted to move because someone a stranger's been in the house, and she was worried about someone coming back. But
no inklings of nothing. No inklings at all who it could have been or nothing.
No. It's somebody has looked through the glass. They've seen. They know what they've stolen. Yeah. They've seen it. They've looked through the glass. They've seen it. A window cleaner could have seen it. I'm not saying that because I know my window cleaners. It's not him, but do you know what I mean? If somebody looked through the glass and they could have seen it, it was my own stupidity because I left it in a glass case, visible.
Yeah, I'm not posh enough to even clean my windows. They're filthy. Look, I got to tell you, let's put the call out there. Stolen. It's a 2017 Rolex Hulk. Yep. Rolex Hulk. It's the green dial, green bezel. It's the ceramic bezel. It's the 40mm maxi case. And this particular owner, he will pay you 100% for it. He just wants this watch back.
Yep.
He just wants his watch back.
So I'll just cover the police number again so that no one's fraudulently accessing it.
Yeah. So
there's the details.
Yeah.
So purchase date, stolen date.
116610 LV, 27W16366.
Yep. So the purchase date, I know 100% because I've still got the purchase receipt. But the stolen date, I don't. It's either May or April 2017.
Yeah, well, look. We're not looking at restitution. All you want is your watch back, aren't you, James?
Yeah, that's it.
All you want is the watch back, and you'd be very happy.
Yep.
So let's see if we can get this situation resolved for you.
It would be amazing. It would be amazing.
You never know. You never know. You put it out there. You never know. And guys, if there's anyone else out there who has had stolen watches, James is a friend of mine. This service is also available for you for $100. I will interview you and put the serial numbers on a video, and I'll also act. If we get inquiries, we'll forward them on to you. So anyone, you can come to the ArchieLuxury72@gmail.com. I will then forward them to James. Very nasty thing. This man, he just wants his watch back. That's all he wants. Doesn't want nothing. All he wants is his watch back. So no questions asked. He just wants his watch back, preferably with the papers. And
the only condition that I'll put on this is that I'd request the watch to come back to me. I will then get it certified that it's the genuine watch, because I don't want somebody to watch this and think, I'll just make a copy watch
put a
and stick
fakie
it
or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as soon as I've had the watch verified,
nobody who's got a Hulk would change the number just to get a sale. It's just ridiculous. You wouldn't do that because a Hulk is already so valuable. You know what I mean?
No, what I mean is if you get one of these super clones, like the super accurate copies, even one that's
that's okay. Look. We can sort that out, James. Relax there, James. It's all cool. James is a very honourable man. I've known James for many years, and he's very, very, very honourable guy. So James, let's see what we can do. Very sad story, James. I
appreciate your help. I appreciate your help trying.
I must admit, James, that's why I'm not a watch dealer. I'm not a watch dealer, and unfortunately I put them in the bank safe. I'd love to have different watches I really miss my Speedy at the moment, James. I'd love my Speedy. I love to play with the wine. Wine, my Speedy. But it's in the bank safe because of stories like this, James. Okay, James, thank you so much, and we will see you in the next one, and hopefully we get this watch back for you.
Appreciate it. Yeah, appreciate your help. Thank you.
Hi guys, ArchieLuxury, and who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW, David SW, David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW, David SW, David SW. Hey guys, Archie Luxury. Who do I recommend for watches in Brisbane and Sydney? Vintage Watch Co. That's correct. Vintage Watch Co. in Brisbane Arcade in Brisbane and the Strand Arcade in Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Brisbane and Sydney. Ronnie, I've known him since the late 90s. Ronnie is a top bloke. Luke is a great guy. Vintage Watch Co. That is who I recommend in Australia. Check out Vintage Watch Co. and the guys' amazing range of watches. They also do service and repairs. Vintage Watch Co. That is where the Pontiff goes. Some of my Pateks came from Vintage Watch Co. That's right, guys. Vintage Watch Co.